All right, let's finish this thing off. All right, so again, just like example 3, example 4 has got extra stuff. Again, you should have a cube, a square, a 1, and a none. There's extra x values in all those dudes. All right, take them out. And then when you do some more math, the best number you can take out of a 36, a 54, a 60, and a 9, D is a 6. So take that 6x out. Okay, so don't forget to save it. So I'm going to cheat a little bit here. If I took a 6 out, I'm going to go all the way down to my answer. Okay, my answer is going to be a 6x. My GCFs are going to go in here, and then my remains are going to go in there. So I'm just setting myself up for success. Okay, again, I'm just following the pattern. Extra, put it back in, GCFs, remains. Okay, so now let's do some division. Remember, big kids will divide, little kids will do subtraction in this case. So let's see here, that's going to make me a -6. Take one of the x's away. That's going to give me a -9. One of the x's gets taken away. That's going to give me a +10. One of the x's gets taken away, and that's going to give me a 15. Because the x's cancel. Okay? So again, basic division. If you need to review some basic division, we can talk about that. Okay. Divide and conquer. Start with the right side. I think I can take out a 5 and a 5. Hey, there's one of my GCFs. Okay, so I take the 5 out. What remains? A 2x plus a 3. Okay. One way to check to make sure you did this fully enough is that the 2x and the 3 have nothing else in common. There's nothing else I can take out. Now, spoiler alert, okay, I notice I have a -6 and a -9. So if I divided by a positive, I'd have negative remains. So I'm kind of thinking ahead here. Watch this. I'm going to go ahead and divide by a 3x squared, because 3 is the best I can do with 6 and 9, and then x squared is the best I can do with x squared and x cubed. Now, if I actually did this division, okay, I'm not going to write it out because I don't want to write down the mistaken pen, okay? If I did this division, I'd have a -2x. And then if I did this division, I'd have a -3. Can't do that, okay? You can't have a -2x and a -3 because that's not the same thing as a 2x and a 3. So how can we get that negative to go away? So we want a positive remain. We want the same remains. How can we wax out a negative? Oh, duh. Divide by a negative. Okay? If I divide by a negative, the negatives cancel. Negatives cancel. That's a 2. That's an x. Ooh, good so far. Negatives cancel. It's a +3. X squareds cancel. Okay? So if you have different remains, okay, I kind of pushed pause there because I knew what was going to happen. But if you have different remains, you might want to check to see what you did and make sure you have the same remains. If you have different remains, you cannot move forward. Okay? All right, so that's it. I'm basically done. There's my GCFs. Okay? So I'm going to group them. So in you go. In you go. I'll get myself plenty of room here for once. So the -3x squared goes here. +5 goes there. The remains goes over here. 2x plus 3. Done. Okay? That's how it works, friends. Replay that one. GCF out. Divide and conquer. Factor the left, factor the right. Make sure I have the same remains. If I don't have the same remains, I better go back and double check. GCF number 1, GCF number 2, they group. Why do they group? Again, they're doing the same thing. If two numbers are doing the same thing, you can group them. Okay? And then the remains go right here. That's it, fam. We'll see you in class. Goodbye.